see. Hopefully today we have no issues with technology. Today I'm planning on getting my characters sorted into their proper house, and hopefully we can do more. We'll have to see how things work out. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So here we go. And like I said, I don't know where it's gonna drop me off at because I had a lot of issues. So we'll see. Oh, perfect.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
So I'm gonna go ahead and choose that I can't wait to start classes.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
So I'm gonna choose a different house because I was Hufflepuff in my personal playthrough. So we're gonna go with Slytherin.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
That's so cool.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
This is a Slytherin, dormitory. So now we're gonna go find the common room. So, when you're looking at your map, it's down in the bottom left corner. Just follow the yellow dots, which will lead you to your objective point.
I suppose.
That is not helpful.
And this is the Slytherin common room.
Starting Hogwarts in your fifth year.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I know there's an Easter egg, or more of like a hidden perk to having a Slytherin common room. If you do hit the window. Or one of them does, anyways.
When I go here. Last year, my mother swore she heard her sleep for fear that one of us was doomed.
Maybe we'll try to do that later. It may be kind of not happening because I have to talk to everybody first.
Sends us each a new jumper every week.
So this is ominous.
In my family to play a game of Quidditch
he...
during holidays.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
So, if you didn't notice, he's blind. The theory going around is that since his family is a descendants of Salazar Slytherin, there was a lot of inbreeding because of the belief that the family needs to stay pure, so pure bloods. So the theory is that the inbreeding caused him to be blind.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Let's see. There's also I don't know where, but I know there's a basilisk Easter egg in the common room.
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
I'm gonna go. We had a handle because she's sounding a little snobby for my liking.
We handled it, and I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha! Not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
So the last person we have to introduce ourselves to is Sebastian. He's actually a character that you will be interacting quite a lot with because he has a whole quest line.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
It's the new 5th year Slytherin here. Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
So now we're gonna move on to the next part of the story. We'll be attending a few classes, and later we'll be taking a trip to Hogsmeade, so that would be exciting.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio.
Do keep up.
We'll get to those eyeball
Why
tests
don't you
later.
cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
So this is the field guide page, which is one of the many collectibles that you can get in this game. And one of the ways that you can earn XP to level up your character. This is the Kelpie statue. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long-maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. So this is basically explaining what XP is. You get it from challenges and defeating enemies and completing quests and collecting field guide pages. This is the challenge menu where your challenges will be stored. So for example, we have the field guide page challenge. And we get a reward for each challenge you complete.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Rebellion.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
So this basically explains what the flue powder flames are. which are how you can fast travel around the castle and around the outside world. This is your map, which shows Blue Flame locations. This particular one shows locations in Hogwarts. So as you travel, you hit the button, whether it's A or X, I believe. And then you choose whatever point that you have unlocked, and you will instantly travel to that location. However, it must be green for you to use it. If it is green, it means you unlocked the location to travel to. So now we will travel to Central Hall.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I haven't been feeling myself at all.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
So, in my previous playthrough I chose this. So I'm going to choose this to see this response.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir, but I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
So, when looking at your map, these yellow crest icons represent story quests or main quests, which progress the story. As you probably guessed. So what we're going to do first, I think we're gonna go to the Defense Against Dark Arts class and get Levioso first. So in order to track the quest, we're gonna hit the A button if for Xbox, or for PlayStation, the X button, I believe.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
So a tip that people need to know, which will help, as it's saying, if the map is too confusing for you, you can hit up on the D-pad, and it'll give you a pathway to your tracked quest. I can't get over how beautiful the art is and the graphics are and the overall details of the game. So again, I just want to thank you for watching, and let's go ahead and attend Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Is that all you've got? One! Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? one thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
So now we're going to learn Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
So, a tip for people who are playing for this game. If you notice the Protego around this dummy is yellow. The only way to break it is with a curse that you get later in the game, or with a yellow spell such as Leviosa.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy life duels. If only all of my students were this again. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down. Want your opponent assigned to attack or defend yourself?
You know, you give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
So now we have Levioso for use outside this classroom.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Now we're going to head to Charms class. We're gonna learn Accio. Which Accio is the spell that lets you grab things that are far away. Or pull enemies to you.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
And now we will learn Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you... Throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
So the key to this is to cast your spell and let
Very
it go.
good. Happens to the best of us.
And let it go.
Splendid! Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Playing against... not say.
Very good.
Be sharp. That is how it's done. Well done.
Here we go! Yes!
Oh no!
Stay focused.
That's okay.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
See if we can beat her this time.
Splendid!
Watch this. That is how it's done.
So if I can get a 50, I should be able to win
Brilliant.
She can't score higher than...
Here we go!
There we go.
So yeah. I have to just get it.
Excellent control there.
Yeah, so I won that one.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
She's
Of
another
course,
character.
you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
So Natsai is another character who will be seeing a lot of, and she'll have her own quest line.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
So assignments are like side quests, essentially.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
So I think what we'll do next is go do the cross ones round 1. And then after that, we will speak to Professor Weasley and do our first assignment and go to Hogsmeade.
Again. Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the meek.
These peas will make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed at so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm.
So when you're wandering around the castle, it's good to use Revelio, because you find things like this. Another field guide page. Lachlan the Lanky. A statue depicts the wizard Lachlan the Lanky, a tall, slender wizard who appears quite proud of himself. For what precisely? Nobody knows.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
So these statues are another way of earning field guide pages. To get the page from this statue, you use Leviosa. Here we are on our first side quest.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Yes, we are interested.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Yes.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Oh, will you now? So this is kind of the same what I was saying earlier. In other words, each shield has different colors that correspond with spells that you will unlock.
Mind the one!
You're better than that!
There goes my way. Glad I didn't bet on that round.
That Nadsai over there?
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
So we will be back later to participate again as part of a classroom assignment. And it was also like around the castle chest too, so try to be observant and use Revelio quite a bit. And that gave us some galleons to spend elsewhere. So now it's telling me if side quests are available. So now let's go to quests. At the quest. So our next quest is to meet with Professor Weasley. So that's what we're gonna go do right now. And we'll receive our first assignment, and we will go to Hogsmeade. Okay. It's hard not to stop and look at things.
Revelio.
The haunted toilets. Unless in dire straits, it's probably best to avoid this particular toilet as it is allegedly one of Peeves' favorite pranking spots.
Revelio.
This is just a habit you have to get into. Anyways.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Another flu spot.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
So I'm gonna go with Sebastian. Not just because he's a Slytherin, but because I know I went through his questline and he teaches you the curses, and he's overall a pretty interesting character.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
So now we've unlocked what's called assignments, which is, it's similar to a side quest in that it's short, but these are where you learn other spells as well. So for this one, we're learning Reparo, the repairing spell.
Revelio.
You know, it's hard not to explore constantly. Even when you play it before, it's hard to not just... you know because you know that there's stuff all around. So this here is actually Easter egg. A partial transfiguration. This partially transfigured teacup, likely the soon-to-be reverse era of second year, serves as a cautionary tale for those students who do not take seriously the complexities and dangers of transfiguration. So this is the Easter egg from the Chamber of Secrets, when Ron turns his rat into a cup, and it ends up like this. The Easter egg is even more interesting because they went in second year, so thus being the Chamber of Secrets being year 2. So it's a cool Easter egg to come across. Okay. Here's Professor Ronan.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
So the tasks are not always the same. Some require you to brew potions or grow various plants, or complete various quests and various other aspects of the game before they teach you the spell. So now we have the flying
This is
page.
the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
So the flying page is another field guide page that appears in the castle. So to get it, you're gonna have to cast Accio on it. Like
whoa! Got it.
And these flying papers are all over Hogwarts, Hogsmeade.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
And you can use Revelio to see the page. Oh,
Revelio.
To see how it's blue.
Brilliant.
You get 2 cookies simply because you had 1 victory over salad. You never know.
So now we'll turn to Professor Ronan and learn Reparo. Reparo, however the heck you see it.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
As you see, it's not always going to be A that you press. So pay attention to what the buttons are. A or X. So the mending charm Reparo can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
So, in the world, you'll see things that are broken or destroyed, such as bridges, or in this case, statues. So all you have to do is equip Reparo.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Use it on whatever is broken, and then it fixes it. So now, the goal is to go to Hogsmeade. So now we have to go meet Sebastian near the entrance to Hogwarts. Or if you chose Natsai, you would go meet Natsai.
Taking care of yourself, Iris.
I did not choose Natsai because I had seen that interaction through my wife's playthrough.
Revelio.
My personal game.
I can't imagine.
What the heck? Are you seeing this? Okay.
Well, fancy meeting you then.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
So, this is kind of your first steps outside the castle.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Way to learn how to
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
This is kind of your introduction into ingredients. So they're used for potion making and Seeds are used for growing plants.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
That was a hippogriff. Hippogriffs that you're used to seeing in Harry Potter is Buckbeak and Prisoner of Azkaban.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the
Revelio.
hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
We'll get into that icon.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
It's my favorite place in the game, or at least in the early game, is Hogsmeade. It's the only all-wizarding village in Britain. Hogsmeade has been a favorite haunt of Hogwarts students 3rd years and up. 4 centuries.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Ceridwen's Precarious Cauldrons. This precarious exact set of cauldrons outside Ceridwen's advertises the shop's wares. It should be noted that stacking cauldrons in this fashion, while admittedly eye-catching, is ill-advised for anyone wishing to brew a potion of any intended effect.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
So now you have the option to have a map. Not the option, excuse me. We have access to the Hogsmeade map. And these are the icons that represent each store, such as Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium, which is where you can change your hairstyle. So we have to pick up a few things. We have to go to Tomes and Scrolls. We have to go to Pippin's Potions, and we have to go to Ollivander's. I'm willing to do the wand last out of the three. So we're gonna go to Tomes and Scrolls first. Oh, we have to go get seeds. I forgot about that one.
Revelio.
An inquiring mind.
Oh, I've never done that before. Oh, there's the page up here. Interesting. And there's a chest as well.
Revelio.
So that's how you get up here, if you're ever wondering. You can see a page flying around using Revelio out there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
So we need this one and this one. So we got our potting station, and now we're gonna get our potions station.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
To buy some of these.
Revelio.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a loop. We're gonna go all the way to the magic neep for our seeds, and then we're gonna come back, hit up the potions, and then hit up Ollivanders.
House elves.
I thought it was a page flying around here. Anyways, let's get those seeds.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
So
Let me guess, you're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Mallow sweet seeds, which you want the mallow sweet for a quest later down the road. And they do sell stuff already grown. Does it cost you more? Let me see. Ow. Sorry. So, Fluxweed, where is it? Costs you $3.50 for seeds, but you can buy it grown, so it's cheaper to buy it grown already. Because if you buy the seeds, you don't have to what am I trying to say? You don't have to buy from them because you'll just harvest, and then after the timer comes back, you'll harvest again and again and again. So it's kind of an infinite supply, I guess, or near infinite, I should say. So now we're gonna go to Pippin's potions. I just saw it from the bridge. Unfortunately, I need the disillusionment charm before I can get those and show you how to get those. So we're gonna turn right here, and then here's Pippin's potions.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
I already found some gear.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
So, we're going to be grabbing the Edorous potion recipe, which is for battling, essentially battle potion. The Wiggenwell potion recipe is for healing yourself.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
And eventually, you'll want the rest of these if you're going to make them on your own. Otherwise, you can just buy them all made. Now we shall go to the I saved the best for last, which is Ollivanders. So this is Ollivanders. This is where you'll be getting your wand. So let's get my wand.
Merlin's blooming beard, not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
So now is the part we get to customize our own wand.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
The dragon heartstring. for wood, I'm gonna do... Elder.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
We'll do solid, I guess.
Curious
I don't know.
indeed.
But...
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Spiral.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Kinda wanna go with... dark brown.
How intriguing.
I guess closest we're gonna get to the elder one. So I think we'll go with the ringed one, I think.
Curious indeed.
Classic black.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
I have to go with this one. I think that's what I'm gonna go with.
What do you think?
Ooh, I like it.
Extraordinary.
Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian. Revelio.
So, one quick thing is, this is the gear menu. So, one of the things that people want to know is, how do I change my appearance? So, your gear is what gives you your stats. Your stat boosts. So, your defense boost and your offense boost. So, what happens is you equip whatever gear is better. Do not worry about what it looks like. So, for example, we have two head gears. This one is just regular dark flat cap. It doesn't do anything for me, so I would just sell it. This gives me 6 defense, so we're gonna equip that. And you might say, well, I don't want to see that hat. I don't like that hat. So you'll hover over it, and you'll see change appearance. You'll hit the change appearance button. Now you have all these options. If you have the Dark Arts DLC, you could change it to the Dark Arts hat. As for me, I don't think I want a hat per se, so I think I will do no hat for now. Then we have face wear. There's the regular gold rim circular spectacles, and I just found the silver half rim ones, which add 5 to my defense. Do I want to wear them? No. So I will do this. And I will hide them. As far as my hands go, I have these black leather gloves if I wanted to wear them. And then there's the... I can't change the appearance yet, but I do have the scarf, which I will equip. I'm not gonna equip because it doesn't do any good. I don't have any robes yet. I don't have any vest. So I could do my Merlin's cloak or my House Fanatic School robe. I think I'll stick with my Dark Arts. Dark Arts. And I want to see what do I look like with the hood on. So now let's go meet Sebastian. Actually, there's two guys here. Zonko's Joke Shop, frequently or regularly by Hogwarts students. Frequented regularly by Hogwarts students in villagers alike. Zonko is a place to buy pranks and jokes in Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Actually, I would like to... if possible, I would like to show you Honeydukes, which is the most well-known location in Hogsmeade by Harry Potter fans. So, Honeydukes. It's a sweet shop which sells a variety of magical sweets, from fizzing whizbees to exploding bonbons. Customers would be wise to know precisely what effect they may experience before sampling the shop's wares. So I'll give you a sneak peek. So, actually, I love the details because the details are rather nice. You know, you can come in and have a sample.
Revelio.
Exploding bonbons. These treats explode when eaten, although they are likely to cause serious injury. One is advised to chew carefully. Some galleons. But anyways, this is Honeydukes. It's a very beautiful shop to walk around and look at. I recommend just coming in and enjoying the decorations and the details that they put into this game. So let's go. Actually, first I want to show you this. Just have a nice little detail you can do. You can interact with certain machines, sample certain food items, do all kinds of cool things. So back to the story.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually.
Potato. Stupefy.
Leviosa!
Sebastian just got mauled.
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done! Look out!
Stupefy.
That's right, you lumbering lout!
He's faltering.
Franco, a few more hits to do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard! Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that? The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
So now we're going to use Reparo to repair the damage.
Reparo. Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
Lucky they didn't do more. Good to see you. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Couple more things.
Reparo.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Shop.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I could offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
So you see the different colors here. So the orange gear is the highest tier gear, legendary. And then you go down, and then the next highest is purple. And then you go down another tier, you got blue. And then the tier you start off with is green, which is kind of like the common gear. So what he gave us is better. So we'll equip that. And we will sell that.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items.
So I'm gonna go back to my gear. Because I want to wear that robe I was wearing. So I'll again change my appearance again. Hit that. If I want the hood on, I can hit Y. Do I get something here? No. I'm not sure why it did what it did, but okay. Alright.
You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle. I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Hollow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
So now it's kind of showing you that you change your map back to the Hogwarts map and fast travel back to Hogwarts. So I need to go to my common room. Where is it? There it is. So it was the grand staircase. So this is your out mail, which is simply when characters notify you that there's a quest for them, or that you can continue the story. So right now it's saying to select Professor Fig to see his outpost. So it's saying, come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
So, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. And next time we'll start up with the Locket's secret quest. And we'll also learn some more spells. Maybe start Sebastian's quest line, or Nat size. I can't remember which. And do some more exploring. So I appreciate you guys for coming here and watching. Please subscribe. And tell your friends about my videos. Yeah, thanks for watching.